Speaking of bad acting, the main event that we basically were hoping would save this program, I didn't even know what it was. I was just waiting to see it. Turned out to be the Beat the Clock challenge between Ronda and Charlotte, where each one of them will have an opponent, and they have to submit their opponent in the shortest time. That was the gist of the stipulation, as they say. And first was Ronda and Shotzi. And right as they're about to ring the bell, Charlotte makes her entrance and interrupts everything so she can make her entrance, and also so we can have less time for this shit. And Ronda had extra horror movie eye makeup on, which, again, with the smiling that she's been told to do by Vince, but not soften up the eye makeup, it sort of looks like Freddy Krueger trying to be a clown at children's parties, doesn't it? I'm getting mixed messages.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So Shotzi decided to get on the bicycle and eat up some time. And finally, Ronda caught her. And there was some awkward struggling. Is that how you would phrase whatever they called the work that they did, awkward struggling, Brian?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, after some awkward struggling and not much of it, Rousey got the ankle lock and Shotzi tapped in 141. So Charlotte had to beat that time against Aaliyah, who I thought... Aaliyah, right?
Aaliyah. You're saying Aaliyah.
Aaliyah?
Aaliyah.
Wasn't she a rapper that got killed?
That was a different person altogether. It was a plane crash many years ago.
Well, see, what I've told you about flying, folks.
What?
Well, don't get on those death tubes. But anyway, so, and did you see when Charlotte gets in the ring and starts doing the promo to set this second one up after Ronda's just standing there and Charlotte just dismisses her. Just get out of my ring. Are you still here? Just leave. And Ronda turns around and just walks out. What the fuck? So it's Charlotte against Aaliyah. Or is it Eileen? What was it?
Aaliyah.
It's not Eileen. Paul Morton used to say that. Have you seen Eileen? No. I'll lean over and slap you. It sounded funny when he did it. Anyway, so it's Charlotte and Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
And there's a little action to this. Something happened. And Charlotte goes for the figure four into the figure eight, but gets kicked out onto the floor, and that wastes a couple more seconds, and she gets back in and trips her up and gets the figure eight, but just then she's gone seconds longer than Ronda's time, so she loses the challenge. And the announcers were... was it McAfee trying to figure out who won in this or how to phrase how they won? Well, Charlotte didn't beat Ronda's time, even though she beat the blah, blah, blah. But anyway, they figured it out. And then Charlotte went out, and there's Drew. Now Drew Gulag went from an interviewer to Adam Pearce's intern to the bell-ringing guy that rings the bell in the corner. That's what he's doing on this show. Is he going to be some flunky character from now on? Are they just trying to get some kind of use out of him before they release him? What is going on here that this guy's suddenly everywhere?
I don't know. This could go one of two ways. Either they put the belt on him or he's unemployed the rest of his life. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Well, anyway, Charlotte assaulted him and threw him in the ring and hit him with the ring bell that he's supposed to be ringing. So thank you again for coming, Drew Gulag.
I mean, sadly, if we're looking at this from a wrestling perspective, are they building up Drew Gulag versus Charlotte Flair?
Well, they can't, can they? Because they're not allowed to have women and men touching each other in inappropriate ways.
Forget those rules. If you just looked at it as how they're building it up on TV, is that what they're building up?
Oh, yeah. It is to me.
I think that's what, and then she'll crush him again. Oh, this is so bad.
But that was SmackDown. Yeah, that's it. That was all of it. I don't know what else to say. There was nothing else left.
The highlight of the show was just the moment they showed Drew Gulak at ringside as the timekeeper, and he had the little smile on his face, and you knew already it wasn't going to end well for him, and it cracked me up. That was the only thing I liked on the entire show.
Well, in that case, then, let's give Drew Gulak the respect he deserves for being the only entertaining thing on the program.